Before I used to offer the opportunity for connection, attention, and what was it? Yeah, attention and connection on a platform, right? Now I'm bribing them, right? Dan Henry uses the word, look, I'm just being blatant. I'm bribing you. Use the word I'm bribing you. It's like the language of selling, right? They love it. It's nice and light. And it's coming from this quiet little Indian girl. Now I'm bribing you, with not the show, but I'm bribing you with the opportunity to have turnaround sessions for free. And this will benefit you if you are, boom, a person with this kind of problem, a person with this kind of problem, a person with, you know what I mean? We could have, right, 10 different ads. Remember, we could do 10 different ads that are offers. Right now, we're just nailing the story, but we could have 10 different ads in a dynamic creative campaign ad set or whatever it's called, that have 10 different versions of making an offer. And a Facebook ad, it's like it shouldn't even talk about the show. Facebook ad goes straight into the boom, boom offer. And there's no mention of the show anymore. Like the show is going to be in the webinar. The show is going to be the backstory. That's what I'm seeing. If we got 10 versions of ad copy, we should be thinking now, we got the version where it's all show. We got 2 versions like that. Let's do some versions here that are getting right to talking about the thing you're selling and not confusing people by talking about, Ministry of Labor and a show and something else. It's like, yeah, boom, straight to the point. I'd like to test some of those in the 10 ad sets, right?
Yeah.
So the 10 creative, dynamic creatives, yeah.
Yeah. Where now it's about getting that human connection through through being a part of your work, your turnaround sessions with a
through a way
different
that's
person.
that's more meaningful to you than just putting on a show. That's what you can say.
Yeah.
Just putting in a show, which is how I got started. If you want to know the rest of that story, boom, go to My11, click the learn more button, my1111agreement.com. Boom.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about that story, boom. See, if you write it like that, Facebook won't think you're tricking people.
Yeah.
That you're just trying to entice them into a lead to clicking because otherwise they're left so incomplete. No, they don't want their users to have that experience, which is why some of my ads are getting rejected. Right? Yeah. You just got to tell the story behind it, briefly.
Yeah.
Just like we just did.
Yeah. So it started with a show and then it went into being part of Scott's work, which is more meaningful.
We'll just call it turnarounds. You just call it turnarounds. Because in the end, we're going to have John build my brand up. We need it. People are going to Google me when they're, quickly. And they got to go to a turnaround site and see Scott and who the hell this guy is. So that's got to be done really. But we'll do it right after we get these stories done for you guys. But we need that for that credibility because people research it before they book that call.
Yeah.
Right. There's got to be something other than who is this guy? Right. Something doesn't have to be like completely amazing, but there's got to be something.
Yeah.
Right. So that when you're talking about turnarounds, it's like, oh, turnarounds. That's what this guy does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he does. He does all these different kinds of turnarounds when they investigate me and for lots of money. But you're able to give them an 1111 turnaround. Right. Which means it's free. Yeah. Because it's part of it's part of how you choose to get your human connection that's more meaningful to you than putting on a show for attention and connection. Now it's about connection and intervention. It's about, making a difference, with people, as that is what my life's about. And I want it to always be about that. And that's why I use some of my time and will be every day, God willing, I never break this agreement. And then the story will go like this too. Hey, look, if I ever break the agreement, I'm sure I'm still going to work with Scott, but now I'm going to have to pay him. And I know him and I don't want that to happen. I could get paid. He could get paid in other things that are outside of my 1111 agreement, but not this. So yeah, I will always do it. That's why sometimes I go live and, anyway, so you don't need to go into that story. That could be in the webinar. We're on Facebook now. We got to do like Armin did it. Quick post, boom, watch my webinar. Quick post, boom, book a phone call. That's what it should be. We're
Yeah.
already doing something special by investing money in a beautiful story, getting the story out first a little bit. But then the story is always connecting to the offers. And Facebook is about offers,
Mhm.
right? If you're doing a sponsored post, you're doing a Facebook ad, you want to get into that offer, make it clear that there's something being provided here other than a story, right? We want to start measuring people who are clicking, not just people who are watching. That's where we're going next now. That's what this whole mission marketing session is about. Okay, first week was all about story, putting out that story in a different way, the best you can, get it out. Now we're still working on that, getting that better, but we're also moving forward to the Facebook ads, because what's the point? Make money so that the money you make is paid for the Facebook ads. Our clients are not going to want to drag this on for 6 months until they close a deal. We got to be moving hyper fast for ourselves too, right? We're always thinking of that offer and getting that offer out the quickest way possible, right? Would you agree? This is not freaky deaky. It's just we're spending money. So like we should be thinking, do we like spending money, you know, on just attention? Because that's what we're doing right now. We're spending money for attention only now,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Instead of
yeah.
doing a show, we're just putting out a story like we used to do on the 1111 show. We do it through Facebook ads. Well, we got to move it right into the turnaround offer now, right?
I
Because
agree.
we've got thousands of people have seen this, just like when we started 1111. And within 6 months, we got into these turnarounds. So we're ready to do that because of all the attention we're getting through doing it Facebook. This is going super fast. That's what we're not present to, because you're not actually meeting the people, Samita. You're not actually meeting the people every day. But the results we're getting on Facebook are as if you'd already met, 60 people. Really, 60 people in person on their timeline, and then all their people at that time 3 years ago when there was lots of attention, and there's a link, boom, come on the show. Right now it's just like that same attention, but then there's no link to do anything. Really, it's got to be more clear. Okay, and there's the link, but it's not to come on the show. What's the link for now? Right? It's to get in here, have a turnaround session.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree. Yeah,